What's up guys, I'm Joshua Yale, and here are all the Easter eggs, references, and trivia you might have missed watching the Guardians of the Galaxy. But I'm going full spoilers, so watch out. Let's begin. I'm going to start by getting the super obvious one out of the way. We see a big purple guy in gold armor named Thanos. That's the same alien who grinned at the camera at the end of the Avengers movie. I said it was obvious. As explained by the Collector, he's after all the Infinity Stones, or Infinity Gems as they're known in the comics. This is a clear reference to the Infinity Gauntlet comic, where Thanos attached them all to a glove to achieve godlike power. Our best guess is that the Tesseract is the space gem, the Ether is the power gem, Loki's staff has the mind gem, and the purple one from Guardians, that's the reality gem. That leaves the time gem and the soul gem to probably pop up in some future Marvel movies. Now on to some not so obvious stuff. At the beginning of the movie, Star-Lord picks up a horse-like skeleton. This is a nod to Beta Ray Bill, who at one point replaces Thor. Here's one about Yondu Udonta. He's a mercenary in the movie, but in the comics he was actually a founding member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. But the real travesty here is that they took away his sweet red mohawk. Next up, the Nova Corps are just space police in the movie, but in the comics that's where the superhero Nova comes from. Also, we're told that Nowhere is the head of a dead space god called the Celestial. But did you know they were actually shown one when the Collector was talking about the Infinity Stones? Speaking of the Collector, he has quite the collection. We see he has a Dark Elf from Thor: The Dark World, a Chitauri from Avengers, Cosmo the Space Dog, and believe it or not, Howard the Duck. Also, there was a ton of cameos. Firefly's Nathan Fillion was the inmate who fought Groot, Rockstar Rob Zombie was the voice of a Ravager, director James Gunn was a maskless Sakaran, Troma figurehead Lloyd Kaufman was a cheering prisoner, and the Zendari ladies man was Marvel's own Stan Lee. Now, here's an interesting change from the comics. The evil Sakaran aliens for the movie weren't in the Guardians of the Galaxy comic. That was the Badoon. But the Badoon belonged to Fox because they debuted in a Silver Surfer comic, which is part of their Fantastic Four franchise. Oddly enough, Marvel was still allowed to use Ronan the Accuser even though he debuted in Fantastic Four number 65. Don't ask me why. But this is interesting because the Sakarans play a huge part in the Planet Hulk comic. Could that be the next Hulk movie? Finally, the movie is packed with 80s references, but my favorite is Star-Lord's ship, which is called the Milano. Turns out it was named after Peter's childhood crush, TV actress Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss. Those are all the cool things we found in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Let us know anything you spotted in the comments. And for all things Marvel, keep it locked to IGN.